It's time to read and respond to your comments. Good morning, blind viewers. How's everybody doing today? All right. This morning, we're going to read some comments and respond to them. Got some good ones. Got some pretty good comments, I do say so myself. So I picked a few. We're going to go ahead and read through them and answer them. These cover a couple different videos, but yeah. So let's see what we got. Let's start with one from Lola, Lost on Land Again. This is about the nomads, the single nomads traveling. Are they lonely or just alone? And Lola said, I caught most of the replay before Thursday. My 2 cents, I totally prefer to either travel camp alone or with Vicky. I enjoy an occasional meetup with friends, but mostly being alone on the road has so many perks. My longer road trips are always solo. No worries about other needs or issues. It makes things simpler. Great topic, BB. And that's one of the things that I think is probably the best thing about being alone and not, say, in a tribe or something, that when you want to travel, you travel. You don't have to worry about, well, I want to go here. Well, okay, why would I go here? Well, how about we go here first, and then we'll go there. Okay, then you get that all straightened out. And then it's like, okay, we're going to leave at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, 8 o'clock in the morning, we're going to leave. And then you got the, you're ready at 7:45, and then you got somebody that's ready at 9, and somebody, So, yeah, I can see that being a real pain in the ass. So, yeah, being able to do what you want when you want, being alone and out there, and like Lola says, yeah, having a friend, a buddy, once in a while. But yeah, traveling alone. So if you have the best of both worlds, I guess that's pretty cool. But so yeah, I do appreciate. Thank you, Lola, for your response and your very cool comment. All right, let's move on to the next one. Not there yet. All right. And again, not there yet. I don't know if you saw the other video or if you're going to see this one, but you said about your comments being deleted or vanished, and I addressed it. I don't know what happened to them. I did check the hold for review folder. I checked everything, but yeah, I don't know it. But this one thankfully popped up, so hopefully it's all worked out and you're back on. All right, bottom line is that those of us in Sticks and Bricks who actually get up at 5 a.m. to work every single day and provide their backup supplies are supporting their free off-grid lifestyle. Taxes are on us. Half of them don't even take the free time they say they have to respond to a simple comment or gesture of support. We're out. A bunch of lazy daisies. Now, I kind of like this comment too. And again, I'm sure it doesn't apply to everybody, but yeah, there are those that they'll tell us all about how much free time they have and they can do whatever and they can do this and that and that. And they rely on us or you or whoever for their support. Send me money, do this broke, help me out, do this. Or even our good old buddy Badge, Why do I want to go spend $100 an hour for somebody to come fix my stuff that I don't know how to fix? I'll just call Badge and let him come over and do it for free. But yet, if you leave a comment or ask them for something or any little thing, like she said, they said some of them don't reply, ignore you. They're too busy. They're too important. They're big time YouTubers. They don't have time for you and your piddly little comments and gestures of kindness. Yeah. So yeah, there is a lot of them like that, and I'm sorry to say I have to agree with some of that, but yeah. And there are those that, again, that are out there that do work and do pay their taxes, but there's the other ones that exactly they rely on us and everyone else that pays the taxes to keep all these things up and running that they take full advantage of. So thank you for your comment. I do appreciate that one. Let's see what we got next. We have Miss King. All right, totally agree. I live on the Olympic Peninsula. Getting a camp spot at a campground close to impossible. Last summer, the highway was packed with motorhomes. Made me shake my head. And this was a comment to the video where I said, with more and more RVs and more RVers, do you think this will lead to more rules and regulations down the road? All right, thank you, Miss King, for your comment. And we got next, same video, a comment about the same video. We have Miss Molly McGregor. Wow, I enjoyed the chat, but came in late. Now I'm greatly enjoying the replay for the part I missed. Never be late for a BV stream. Such a thoughtful and meaningful discussion regarding retirement, aging, working, disabilities, and self-worth. Good stuff. Great insights. Good people. Well, thank you, Molly. Some kind words from Molly. And yeah, we usually start off with one topic, do the little talking head part in the beginning for anyone who wants to watch it video style. And then when we start jabbering over in the chat, they can cut off if they want, or they can stay tuned. But we usually go off and we start talking about all kinds of things, usually pertaining to the subject. But yeah, we have people that ask questions and ask my opinion, and we have to chat amongst themselves. And so yeah, it is very interesting, and we do engage in all these things. And I'm glad you enjoy it, Molly, and I know I enjoy having you here with us during these little chats. All right, moving on. What do we have next? We have, I remember this. The Bsquared. All right. Not appreciative of your mod telling me to stop bickering when I was having a conversation with another person. Yet the mods are okay with people calling me names. My experience as a nomad gives me a different opinion than people who just watch Nomads on YouTube. My experience with multiple rare medical disorders, including rare brain tumors and multiple brain surgeries, radiation to treat those tumors, also give me a much different look at life. There are a lot of small-minded people, and I just don't agree with those small minds that very obviously didn't live through a lot of hardship. Unfollowed your channel due to your mod. All right. Well, I kind of missed a lot of what was going on. I caught some of it. So I did go back and I watched to see what was going on and what happened. And I will say that the mod in question did not just call that person out, Bsquared. The mod in question said, you and you, please stop bickering. And in other words, the mod was doing exactly what the mod was supposed to do. If you want to engage in conversation, we're not all going to agree. It's not going to happen. Everyone, you get 60, 70, 80, whatever people in a room, and even if only 20 or 30 of them are talking, everyone's not going to agree. You don't have to agree. But, I know sometimes, you get a little bit going and you're typing. You're not actually, face to face looking at someone's eyes. So sometimes words can be taken out of context or whatever. But anyway, if you want to disagree and have a debate or whatever, that's fine. But when it gets escalated to that bickering point where, one of the mods sees that it's going back and forth and it's starting to get a little heated, if they say, hey, stop bickering, that doesn't mean stop having your disagreement or your conversation or your little debate. Just they noticed that it was escalating, so they're just trying to keep a lid on it. I didn't see anything wrong with what my mod did. I thought she did the perfect thing, top notch, and that's why she's one of my mods, and that's why my mods are my mods. I know that they'll be here. I know that there's some that may not be here during the day. They're doing stuff, and they'll be here in the evenings and stuff like that. And then I know there's a few people that are around during the day so they can come and help me out. And that's why I choose the mods. And some people come in and they complain, oh, you have too many mods. Well, I may have too many mods on some days. Yeah, if they're all here. But there's other times, like now, like during the day, there's only a few of them in here. And that's why I choose those folks. I know that they support my channel and they support me. And I know that they know what the deal is. And yeah. So yeah, you could come in here on a Thursday and find a whole crap load of them. They could all be in here all one time. But in these during the day ones, not everyone's available. So yeah, I know I'm rambling on. But I just wanted to say to Bsquared that I hope you give us another shot. If not, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. And my mod, again, I checked. And I stand behind her comment 100%. And thank you guys for that. All right. Moving on to the next one. What do we have? We have RV Rebel Girl. Okay, Carolyn, she responded to the lonely, are they alone or lonely one? I thought this was a very good comment. And especially from a single female who is full-time, just her and her dog, traveling around. So here's what she has to say. She says, hello, watching the replay as I am traveling solo on the East Coast, traveling on I-95. For the most part, I am a solo traveler. I am not lonely, but I am alone. I often meet up and travel with the tribe, and many times, although I hang out with the group, I may park a bit away from them. Big groups sometimes make me claustrophobic. Laugh out loud. On the other hand, I love to host movie nights at my campsite. I am a very social person. And yeah, she did that at Lollapalooza. I think I was lonely in my tiny apartment many times, being shut in because of cold weather and snow, etc. I am less lonely traveling and happier. I don't stick two chairs out or put a man's pair of boots under my door. I just put bullet hole decals on my RV. And she laughed. Only kidding. But I talk to myself, work really. Only kidding. But I talk to myself, work really. I talk to the dog all the time that people probably think there's somebody in my camper like this, like the invisible person or the invisible man. Traveling as a solo nomad affords me to do what I want on my timeline or on my financial capability, and that makes somebody else feel bad because I would like to do something that they may not want to spend money on. That's a good point too. I enjoy a little of both, traveling by myself and traveling or meeting up with others. Sorry about the long comment. Have a great day. No need to apologize for the long comment. I actually enjoy the long, in-depth, thoughtful comments. To me, that shows that somebody actually watched my video and was engaged and took the time to come up with a good thought. So, long comments are welcome. I think that was a very good comment. She wrapped it up pretty well. There's that part again, kind of like I was talking about earlier when I talked about Lola's answer, yeah, you don't have to worry about, okay, we said we were going to leave at 8. I'm one of those people that I'm ready at quarter of because I don't want to make anybody else late. I don't want to burn. But then you have those that are like, they woke up at 8, so they're scrambling, trying to do the, and you don't have to worry about that. And then the good part, the part that I liked that she mentioned was the money aspect too. You're traveling with a group and you're traveling and you see something and go, hey, let's go over here and do this. Or I would like to go into town and do this. And some of the folks you're with are like, well, one, I really don't want to do that. Or, yeah, I would like to, but I can't afford it. So yeah, when you're on your own, you can do, like she said, exactly what you want, when you want. And if you don't have the money, well, then you don't go do it. If it's something you like to, you can circle back around later. Or if you got the cash and it's something that's a little bit expensive and you usually wouldn't do it, but you say, what the hell, I'm going to spring for it. So yeah, that's another good comment about living solo, living solo and being out there on your own. We also talked about, there's a bunch of videos out there I know I watched that give people suggestions for the single ladies out there, about putting the male boots out, pair of man's boots out there, and put a leash and a big collar out there that makes it look like you have a big dog and all kind of stuff, or in the 2 chairs. And she said she doesn't do all that. She just roams around, talks to herself and talks to the dog. So everybody probably thinks there's more than one person in there. But Carolyn's a hoot. She's a dear. I had the opportunity to meet her also at Lollapalooza. She's a sweetheart. And I do appreciate you taking the time to leave the nice long comment. And again, long comments are welcome. Thank you, Carolyn. So go over and check out RV Rebel Girl. What we got next? Annie. Okay. This is another good channel. She's a pretty cool chick. She has a nice little farm channel. This was about this was a comment on the rules and regs talk we had. Yes, it will. When something becomes a trend, they start putting it to you if you are on the bandwagon. I had horses for years. When everyone started getting them and riding, we had so many regulations we couldn't afford to ride. Our tunnel checked for health, test blood, test clogging test, every test you could think of. Yes, there will be permitted. They will be permitted to death. And yeah, we were talking again. I was talking about more and more RVers, more and more RVs sold, and all this record sales. And even during the pandemic, this is the 3rd highest year ever for sales, and blah 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 blah. So we were talking about, with all this, do you think governments and people are going to go, ha ha, this is the way we can make money. We can regulate the shit out of these people and do all kind of stuff. And even if it's just, $20 here and there, or $10 here and there, when you got a couple million people, we can make some revenue and, blah, 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 blah. And hey, they're using the roads and they're using the free BLM lands and they're using this. Why can't we, regulate the shit out of them? Make them do this and that and take some of that money and, use it. So, yeah, that's what Annie said. She said, yep. Once something becomes, I feel the same way. Once something becomes a trend or something becomes popular and there's a bazillion people doing it, everybody wants to make money off of it. And yeah, she talked about her experience with riding horses and all that. So thank you, Annie, for your comment. Do appreciate. All right, who we got next? Oh, this one was on the Morgan video. I was talking about Morgan and her money and this and that, and she wants to buy land. She's looking to buy land in Florida. And I said, basically, hey, you got some money and you want to buy land in Florida, and you're talking about your dilapidated Bronco that's falling apart and is going to shit. Why don't you go buy a damn reliable vehicle? If that's what you do, you live in your vehicle. So, of course, I got, hey, old man to old man, get a life. Well, get a life. What, like the one that you have going around social media, leaving comments? Good luck getting Morgan's attention, old man. My life's just fine. Thank you very much. All right. We got another one from Lola. Boy, she's just monopolizing the comment section. No, I do appreciate it, though. Another one from Lola. This one is on the comments. All of this was about the Nomad Land movie. I couldn't watch all of your van movie video until I watched the movie first. Watched it last night. It was well done. The friendships made are the best part of the lifestyle. The heartaches were the heartaches that would happen no matter what. The movie represented that well. I love this way of you're responding to some of your better comments. Bummer I can't seem to catch all these live streams, though. Well, thank you, Lola. Thank you. Thank you, one, for being a regular commenter and giving us some nice comments to read and good comments, thoughtful comments for me to go over. And, yeah, again, the movie, my thoughts on the movie, it was okay. And again, people, a lot of the nomads, a lot of the RVers, it was not a documentary. It was a movie. It was a movie with a script and made up circumstances and telling a story. It wasn't following someone around or a group around and saying, this is what it is. This is RV life. And this is what happened. It was a movie. Because I hear some people are saying, you know, this and that, but they're all, oh, it doesn't represent the true nature. It was a movie, not a documentary. Yes. So, and again, my opinion, I took something away. I thought it was more about the economic status and how you could do everything right your entire life and work and pay taxes and do everything and be all ready, and then everything can turn to shit in a minute. And she chose to live in a van and go. But yeah, to me, it really wasn't a big nomad movie or about RVing or about living in a van per se. It was more about the economics and the greatest country in the world and all that crap. Yeah, but anyway. And, but yeah, everybody, it was well done in the fact that different people could take different things from the movie, and that makes for a good movie. Now, all this buzz about award winning and it's nominated and it's going to be an Oscar win, I don't think it's all that. I really don't. I don't think it's all that. It was an okay movie. I'm glad I watched it. I don't think I wasted my time watching it. I wouldn't watch it again. So yeah, it was an okay movie. It wasn't great. It wasn't phenomenal. It wasn't the must see of the year. It wasn't none of that. But it wasn't a total tank. It wasn't a dump. It wasn't garbage. So it was somewhere there in the middle for me, in my opinion. It was okay. It was worth a watch, especially if you are an RV or a nomad, or if you're just like me and a lot of others that just watch them and follow them and are intrigued by some of their antics. But yeah, it was a good movie. So thank you, Lola, once again. What we got next? Oh, we got a big long one. We got one from Just Moon and the Fur Crew. Let's see if the blind guy can stumble through reading all this. All right. This is on the, okay. They've always been nomads, but now we have RVers. That's right. That is true. There's always been nomads throughout the history. All right. There were some in the camp next to me who are trying to put a shower tent up. I was a little bit away from them, so I couldn't see what they were fussing about when a little kid came over and asked me if I could come help with their tent. I said sure and came over, thinking maybe they were putting it up for the kids. That wasn't the case. It turned out in their 32-foot Class C they'd never been able to get the water to work. I would have started laughing at them if I didn't feel sorry for them. They were 4 days away from home, and it spent the first 2 nights in a motel. No one has ever shown them how to put water in their unit, but did teach them how to empty the black tank. I went them down to the campground and taught them how to fill their water tanks, empty their gray and black tanks, but reminded them also they needed to be done at least every week, probably more with a family their size. They brought me back to the campsite, got their shower tent, and went back to the small campground. Nice people, but a little short of full deck. It turned out these people had never even been camping. Thank God their house hadn't sold yet, and they were able to move back home. They tried to give me a little something for my troubles, but I didn't know what I could ask for the bruised muscles in my stomach, or without letting them know it's okay, you made my day. Now, this was an interesting one, I thought, and I brought this one up because it's pretty it applies to today, what's going on right now with the pandemic, and a lot of people not wanting to fly or go to motels and all that other stuff, that they want to try this RV and stuff. And you got these folks out there that have absolutely no clue of what they're doing. They don't even know how to put water in their tank, and probably didn't know how to turn the water pump on to wash a dish or get in the shower, even though they're at a campsite with full hookups. Weren't sure how to dump their tanks and all the other good stuff. So yeah, another nod to the RV sales community. And I'm sure they might have been shown real quickly, but there it is. I want that one. Okay, give me money. All right. Hey, you want some insurance? You want this? You want that? You want this? You want extended warranty? They'll say all that, but then they'll say, see ya. And there you go. You're off on your way. You never drove a truck pulling a trailer, or you never drove anything larger than your, I don't know, your mid-sized car. And now all of a sudden you're in a Class C and you're driving down the road. You don't have a clue of anything. So yeah, it's kind of wild. And these are the folks that are out there going, hey, I want to go do this. Let's go travel around this RV. And they're not going out to the mountains and driving in the back and find a little spot near a creek and parking. They're not going to Arizona and going to find a BLM land and parking. No, they're going, I want to watch TV. I want to be able to take a dump and flush the toilet. I want to be able to take a 15-minute shower if I want to, not a 2-second one. So yeah. And if they don't know how to dump their tanks and they don't know how to fill up water, they sure as hell don't know how to operate a solar system, even if they had one, to go out and boondock. So just because there's more and more and more RVers out there doesn't mean there's more full-timers and nomads. And the only good thing is we might have some very interesting folks that we can watch and laugh at as they fumble through, not knowing a damn thing. But yeah, I found this very interesting, and thanks for sharing that one, Mona, and the Fur Crew. Definitely loved it. All right, we got one more. All right, what is this one? Poncho, okay, says, my RV is at base camp, seldom goes anywhere. Also, everyone is looking for land in Florida, but people who own it put HOAs on it, Homeowners Association. They want to run your life forever. FEMA RV camps in the future. And this one was on our dear old Morgan wanting to buy land. And yeah, it is true. If you go down to Florida and you see a lot of the over 55 and over communities, and you find a lot of places with the HOAs and a lot of condos and all kind of stuff. And yeah, and that's exactly it. Yeah, you can buy it, buy this land, or buy this condo, or buy this little spot with a park model on it, and you think you bought it and it's your land, but oh well, now you got to pay us because somebody's going to come and cut your grass, and someone's going to come and do this, and someone's going to let you know what color curtains you can hang in your and all that other dumb shit. Some HOAs aren't that bad. They're just, you pay a little bit so you can go over and use the clubhouse, use the shuffleboard court, and swim in the pool, and someone will cut your grass, which is okay. But then you got these HOAs that, for true, they do want to run your life. They want to tell you what color flowers you can plant in your garden, what color drapes you can do, what color you can paint your door, what style shingles you're allowed to have, if you're allowed to put a swing set for your kids up out back, and all kinds of other shit. Oh, you parked your car on the street, you're not allowed to do that. You're fined $1,000. Yeah, screw that shit. If I'm paying property taxes and I'm paying a mortgage on my property, you're not going to come tell me what color my kitchen fucking cabinet can be. Not going to happen. So whenever I see the words, the initials HOA, I go FUCK. Not going to happen. All right. Well, that's going to do it for letters. Comments, your feedback, or whatever you want to call it. I do appreciate everybody's comments, and I do enjoy doing this, finding the good ones, the nice, thoughtful ones, and even some of the mean ones, so I can tell you to F off right here on camera. All righty, Roo. That's right. Okay, appreciate your comments. This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it. All right, now we're going to go over to the folks in the chat. What up, y'all? Hello, everybody. All right, let's see. Let's start up here. Native Americans, the original American Nomads, says Ox. Hell yeah. Let's say their lives. Let's see. Carries it more nomadic than band dwellers. Good morning, BV, and everyone, says Mike B. Hello. I had those thoughts when Casey go behind the wheel the first time. Both of the van and the truck was fifth wheel. Let's see. There's Pamela. Hey, there's Butterbean. What's up, Butterbean? Never again. Ox, building out a U-Haul to live in isn't that hard when you've got the fairground toilets to use. But when you don't, pew. Oh, there's Gypsy Lee. Sun is shining in the hood. Life is mediocre. Yeah, it's pretty sunny here today too. I didn't check the temperature or anything, but just looking outside, it looks nice and warm. Maybe I have to poke my head out here after this and see what it feels like. Ox says, why you think I make fun of the buckets? I had one. I just entered another 5-day gray day cycle. Oh, really? Is bummed. So, I guess I'll take a poll of the folks that are here. Do you like you like me reading the comments and commenting on them and explaining them a little bit and answering them this way? I know some of them I just don't want to type all that stuff, especially like Carolyn's, her nice long one. I wanted to respond to her, but I didn't want to sit there and type. Tina, what's up? Good morning, dear. And there's Trisha. What up, Boo Bear? How you doing, Trish? Are you still on the treadmill? Were you on the treadmill all night? Basement time for never again. I got 2 yeses, 3 yeses, 4 yeses. All right, cool. 4 yeses is enough for me. That's official. I'm going to do it. Yeah. What about it? I think we'll let him read some next time. He's just sitting back here doing nothing. We'll put him to work. We'll make him read some shit. Oh, my. Bird Nest. Hello. There's Marilyn. Hello, Marilyn. Good morning, dear. I do like the comments videos. Good, good. Jody, good morning. Yes, I prefer that way. Show is perfect. Oh, thank you. Never again. Thank you for the kind donation. I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Hey, there's Deb and the Desert Dogs. You mix it up. Yes, I do mix it up. You never know what I'm going to talk about. I definitely do mix it up. I hope everybody enjoys that. You know, you're supposed to find your niche and you're supposed to stick to it here on YouTube. So the algorithm just grabs it and can throw you out there and push you. So you got to just stick to one thing. Just the same thing over and over again. Just do the same thing. I don't like that. This is my channel. It's about me. And I have very many interests. And, I like to play guitar, I like to draw, I like to paint, I like to talk about this, I like to talk about that. If I find something that I think is cool, I'll do a review on it and tell you guys about it. I like to talk about all kinds of shit. So, yeah, I'm all over the place. Yeah, I'm a mess, but as long as you guys keep coming back, that's all that matters to me. I get an evil tingly feeling of pure rub it in their face, woohoo, when you do these. Carrie Joe's back. Jeff, it's your channel. Do what pleases you. Well, thank you. RV Ashes in April. Morning, Margie and Jeff. Oh, thank you. Have a couple of me. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Yeah, like I said, I thought I'd, kind of ramp it up a little bit and make it a little bit more, I guess, personal. Instead of just reading random, I kind of go through and while I'm reading the comments, if I find a good one, I'll pull it. If I find one that's nasty but particularly funny, I'll pull it. And of course, if there's a nice, long, interesting one that, again, I would like to really respond to, but don't feel like sitting down here and typing away, I figured I'd do it this way. I say, I enjoyed the music last night, but you've been yakking about people begging for money, and I wasn't going to contribute if they were watching. Considering it a tip. Nice. Mayhem, morning BB, and everyone. I'm busy doing desk work and getting ready for the CPA. Takes a few days to do that when you're self-employed. Oh, yeah, don't I know it. I hate tax season. While most of you get a refund, I'm paying in. Yeah, I know all about that. I keep the YouTube goods confused. Was that supposed to be God's? Or is it goods? Okay, anyway, let's see. Good morning, Margie and Jeff. Okay. Ox, thank you. I'm cheaper than the last two folks. Hey, every little bit does go to the BlindViews fund of fun. I do appreciate it, Ox, and everybody. Thank you so much. Watching a diverse variety of subjects. Yeah. Can't get stale. At least I try not to. BV, always check your PayPal. Yeah, I do check it every once in a while. Sometimes I get notifications from on my phone. Sometimes I don't. I noticed that. Plus, I'm a slacker. Some days I get so busy doing other shit. I run up here and jump and I pull this up real quick and I do a live stream or something just so I got something so I can talk with y'all. And then I go about my other stuff and I I forget to check other things. I pray the feds get a refund from the state. Send me money. That's right. But yeah, I used to have the wife and I actually had a portable sawmill, a Wood-Mizer sawmill, where we would go to people's homes or wherever. They would cut down trees, cut them into lengths and whatever, delimb them and everything, just have logs there. And we would saw them into whatever they wanted, boards, 2x4s, 4x4s, 6x6s, whatever they needed. If they had specific things, we would cut them into whatever, fence posts, whatever. I still have the sticker downstairs. I used to have magnets for the side of the truck. Lonnie's Logs to Lumber. That's what it was called. Lonnie's Logs to Lumber. And it's no secret that my name is Lonnie, but yeah. So that was the name. It was real. I had the EIN number and all that good stuff. So yeah, we had our own business. So yeah, being self-employed, I am all familiar with that and how tax time is. It is a nightmare. I also actually used to hang wallpaper for myself. I was self-employed doing that as well. So yeah, I've always had to deal with, and I still go, even now, I still go to an accountant. Ours is simple. I'm in and out. It's more to say, hey, how you doing? It's been a year. And we chit chat, because I've been going to him for 100 years. But yeah, I still go in with my stuff now. And if anybody has any problems with it, and I get audited, his name's on it. He's got to come with me. Because it does get hairy with when you have, especially now, I have my my disability from being blind, and then get YouTube money. And of course, you get that they find out, they know, it gets sent to the IRS that you made money. They went, what are you doing? What do you mean you made? What do you mean you made a whole $200 this year? How'd you do that? But yeah, they want to know every damn thing. So, but yeah, it is a pain in the ass. This time of year is a pain in the ass when you're self-employed. My tablet thinks I know what I meant to say. My tablet thinks it knows what I meant to say. Yes, I meant YouTube gods. See, I learned how to read this chat stuff. I learned to anticipate what autocorrect does. I anticipate what a fat finger missing the key. I wish you still did it. I could use that service. Yeah, it was hard work though. It was hard work. We would bust our ass spring, summer, and the beginning of fall, and then when it started getting too cold, you had to bust your ass so you could sit and not work all winter, living in this part of the country. And then you'd go and, well, I would, we'd go work all day, and then I'd come home, get cleaned up, and then sit down and fill out billing things, call people, do the, so it wasn't just the 8, 9, 10, 12-hour day working outside, and you had to come home and still work doing dumb shit. Yeah, it was hard work. I did it for a few years, though. I was watching an HD TV show that had a portable sawmill come to the house. It reminded me of you. Yeah, them things it was cool. I mean, the wife was the smart one. She's the one that actually did the sawing. She did the thinking, and she actually ran the sawmill. It had a chair she could sit. You could take the chair off and walk behind it too, but she would sit in the chair and she would operate the mill and figure out, if the log was this big, and once she canted it out or squared it out, got the bark and the slabs off, she would figure out how many of whatever they wanted, and do all that. And I was the human forklift. I would drag the logs from the pile and get them up onto the thing that threw them onto the mill, and help turn them. And as she cut, I would pull the boards or the post or whatever it was off and stack and sticker them and do all that stuff. Yeah, so it was I mean, we made pretty decent money, but again, you had to bust your ass so you could sit and not work all winter long when it was too cold to be out there doing that dumb shit. The logging and mailing, no thanks on wallpaper. Yeah, I kind of figured what you were talking about where you live there never again. Thanks for asking the question for me. I have a cousin named Lonnie. He's a cool dude too. Well, here where I live, in my area of the country and in my area of the state, I am the only white Lonnie that I know. I know a couple other Lonnies, but they're all black dudes. So people usually, if they don't see me and just see my name, they always assume that I'm a black dude. Self-employment tax, they will get their cut. Yes, they will. BB with a chainsaw in the woods. Could be a new horror movie. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was pretty good with a chainsaw. Not anymore. I mean, I probably could, but yeah, it'd be a little bit more dangerous now that I can't see. I said, shit, I can tell you about the fat fingers and keyboards. Me too, man. I got these little short nubby things. I got a big ass palm. I can slap the shit out of you. But my little fingers, my little fat stubby fingers, oh man, I'd be typing sometimes and I hit 2 keys at once and spelling you, it's like Y-O-J-U. I'm like, what the hell is that? Yeah, the stubby fat fingers is a curse when typing. There's PJ. What up, Derry? How you doing? Morning, BB and everyone. I almost missed your live. Glad I caught you. Did you gals do your walk this morning? You're doing all that paperwork frees up my friend from killing himself trying to do it. Yeah, right. I know. I hated it. I don't think he regrets me tossing his old paper system. Yeah, that paperwork shit was a drag. But you have to have it all ready because you got to pay taxes quarterly and again, at the end of the year, you have to have all that paperwork there. Got to know your gazentas so all your numbers make sense. Oh, yeah. You know the term widowmaker then? Yes, I sure do. I sure do. And it's funny, too, because you do see, you watch some folks use chainsaws and cut things, and especially these nomads. Even, they're just cutting little sticks up with either a little electric or whatever they're trying to cut to make firewood. And I'm like, some of you folks, man, I can see you pinching your blade and doing all kind of shit because of the dumb shit you do. It's funny, though. I mean, they're not going to kill themselves, I don't think, but what's a good chain sharpener? I sent mine in. I had a place that I would take a whole shitload of them in at once, and they would sharpen it for me, and they would take the chipper blades off and do all kinds of stuff, so I could just, I didn't have to do that Johnny homeowner stuff. So yeah, I let them do it, and they would tell me also, they would inspect them, and if they said they were kind of shitty and not worth it, I just, okay, scrap it and buy a new one. My man, what up, Tony? Do self-employment taxes cover Social Security, or is that an additional payment? No, when you pay your federal taxes, it all kind of splits up into all the other stuff. You still pay into, Social Security and everything else that you normally do when your employment takes all the deductions out. Yeah, all the same shit still comes out. Yeah. You pay X amount and they split it up all different ways. So yeah, it does. When you go for Social Security, it goes according to what you made and what you paid in and how much you worked. So in other words, like these RVers that don't work, when they get old, the ones that are sitting in the desert not working, living free, Mikey, and when they get old and they get that Social Security check or whatever, I mean, when you don't work, you didn't pay in, so you don't get shit. You'd be lucky if you get $100 a month or $50 a month. It goes by if you work or not. So yeah, but when you are self-employed and you do pay in, so yeah, that does count. You even pay unemployment tax, even though you can't file for unemployment. You still pay the unemployment tax. My dad did his own business for 50 years with my uncle. Both my brothers and my cousins worked for them, not me. All I saw was too much work and not getting ahead. I went my own way and no regrets. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. I mean, I did two different things, and it was just too much for me. I'd rather go be a number, punch a clock, go do my work, and go to hell home. And other people like, I can only work for myself. I don't want to work for anybody else. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. I just got back. The other gals are starting Monday. Oh, okay. I think that's the plan. Looking forward to it. Oh, okay. So they're gonna practice all weekend, huh, Peach? How I do it every day of the week. It's not a small business, but I dragged him into email land, and he was okay with it. As long as he didn't need to understand it. Yeah, right? But everybody says it's raining here, just enough to get everything wet. I won't walk at the senior center when it's wet. Yeah, they are right under high power electric. Oh, damn, under the towers. Yeah, right? And I do it from home, or I couldn't do it. Yeah. Beanie, I might go walk at Walmart. It's heated and the store is enormous. Yeah, I know around here, the malls, like the mall open up at 8, but the stores don't open up till 9 or something like that. So we got a whole bunch of old folks, the mall walkers. They go in there and they just do laps all around the mall. All the stores are still closed. All the little gates are down, but yeah, the little music's playing, and you see all the folks just doing their laps. It's actually cool if they do that. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, as far as the being self-employed, again, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of responsibility. You have to, unless you want to pay a bunch of people, to do office work and pay someone to do this and pay someone to do that. When you're doing it all yourself, it's a lot of work. So again, you have to go out and do the actual physical work, and then you got to come home and sit down and do all the brain work and doing the numbers and making phone calls, chasing money, and making bills out and making sure they get to people and making sure this gets paid and that gets paid, and it's quarterly. You got to pay in quarterly taxes. You just can't wait to the end of the year and see what you owe. Now you got to pay in quarterly and all that other bullshit. You got to pay your sales tax if you do anything that does. I never did that because I provided a service, so I wasn't selling anything. I wasn't selling them wood. I was just turning what they had into. So it was just a service. So I didn't have to do that. But yeah, I prefer to, like I said, just give me a number. Don't even know my name. Your number, 32146. Here's your time card. Punch in. Go do your work. A whistle blows, you go to lunch. Another whistle blows, you go back to work. Another whistle blows, you go and you get your time card and you punch out, you go home. Every Friday you get a paycheck, and there you go. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to do. Somebody in HR tells me what I'm allowed to do, what I'm not allowed to do. Somebody in payroll, they figure out my taxes, how much I owe, what I do. They, what school district I'm in and all that shit. Everybody figures it all out. I just go in and do my task that I'm supposed to, that I get paid for. Figure out my job description, read my little book of rules and regulations, and I know them. So when somebody says, you can't do that, yes, I can. It says right here in the book that you gave me, it says that I can do that. You go over here and do that. Nope, I don't have to do that because it says right here in the book that you gave me that my job description is this. So therefore, I don't have to do that. See, that's one thing that a lot of people don't do when they do go for work. They get that little handbook, that little rule book. And they go, yeah, whatever, and they toss it away, or they throw it in the shelf, or they put it in their locker, or whatever. Not me. You just screwed up. You gave me your book. I'm going to read it. I'm going to know it. I'm going to know it probably better than you. So when you try to come over and give me some bullshit, you got to go do that. Nope, don't have to. Hold on. Let me see right here. I think it's page 35. I'm not mistaken. It says right here, my job description is blah, 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 blah. Not yada, yada, yada. Sorry about your luck. Go get that guy. That's his job. You have to do it. No, I don't. It says right here. Where's my union store? All that shit. I knew it, and I used it. You made these rules, and you're going to try to get over on me? No, you're not. Because I'm here just like I said. I'm here too. I'm a number, just another number. I'm not even a person. I don't count. My thought doesn't count. Nothing. I just come in, punch my clock, do my job, because I work to live. I don't live to work. My dad was a mall walker. He met friends there, and when they were done, they got coffee at the food court. It was like the old men who used to, yeah, there's a lot of folks that do that. You got that right, BV? It's easier to hate your boss when you're not related to them. Exactly. Me and my husband pay half of what he makes on his self-employment job. We send in quarterly so we don't have to pay so much when we go. Yeah, at the end of the year. Yep, if you don't pay quarterly, you get robbed at the end of the year. What's up, my homie Romy? They added a page to the book. Thanks to me once. Can't do that again. And mother can the next person, and neither can the next person. That's right. Most places won't give you a job description anymore, or they add other tasks as assigned to cover their asses. Yeah, they probably do. I wouldn't doubt that. But yeah, a lot. See, well, there's, like I said, there's a lot of folks that you got to figure that at least 80%, if not higher, of the people that get handed those little books, they go, yeah, whatever. They might glance at it, but yeah. And it's those other 20 that make their lives miserable because, hey, you paid somebody, you took the time, somebody sat down, and most of it's in that legal jargon. Therefore, were ends those the first party, those say the second party, yeah, whatever. You want to do that? Well, I'm going to read it, I'm decipher it, I'm going to figure out what it means. And I'm supposed to get this much pay for this, for doing this. Well, that's what I'm doing. And you want to give me more money? No. Well, I don't want to give you any more work either. You hired me to do this for this much money, so I'm going to do this for this much money. End of story. And it says that's what it's going to happen because you gave me a book that says that. I don't care what you think. It's what your little book says. And then, yeah, around here, there are a lot of, like you said, the little mall walkers, they'll run around and they, you can see them in little clumps. So there's, there's usually a little group of women, some of them like in their little track suits, and they all match and their hair's all dead and everything. And they're just running around. Then you got the, another group of older ladies who are they just look like they just came off the streets and say, hey, Ethel, what's up? And they're just kind of like doing their thing. They don't care about, matching or how they look. They're trucking along. And you got the old guys in their little clumps. But yeah, then they all go off. Some of them they'll go out to like the Waffle House or something, some little Denny's or some shit. And they'll, like you said, have their breakfast, drink some coffee and chit chat for a bit. But yeah, it's like a daily routine for some of them guys, man. Pretty fun. It's interesting to see. And I only know this because when I was working for the maintenance company, we did a bunch of stuff in malls. You go in and put up display cases, or a light doesn't work, or a door, whatever. But anyway, and a lot of times we would go in early in the morning before the store opened, but the mall was open. And I'd be in there working in a store and see all the mall walkers. And yeah, pretty cool though. It's actually nice that they got a place to go like that. Rain or shine, they can still get their walk in. And if they do a couple laps, that's actually pretty far. I'm back, had to run outside and say hey to Blue Van Dan. Blue Van Dan. Howdy, neighbor. Bye, Marilyn. Stay warm and dry. Later, Marilyn. There's Badge. You guys get up way too early. It's almost 11. I need the group that wears baseball caps. Screw doing my hair every day. That's why I retired. My sister-in-law, my one sister-in-law, she wears a baseball cap and I always yell at her. She's a really pretty girl. My wife's sister. She's really pretty. She's a really attractive lady. And she'll throw her hair up and put on a baseball cap. And I was like, girl, take out that damn baseball cap. Funny shit, though. Yep, it's almost 11, which means I've probably been on here way too long, like usual. Yeah, it's been an hour, and I do believe it's almost time for my daughter to call. She usually calls me on her way home from work. She goes in the wee hours of the morning at the airport, and she comes home. She usually calls Pops on her way home. Hands free, of course. You know why YouTube is low content when you watch BB in the morning live? Just so you know. This is 3-hour coffee. Oh, 3-hour coffee. We graduated from 2-hour coffee to 3-hour coffee. That's funny shit. There, see if you can see your sticker. See if you can find your sticker over there. It's probably a little bit of blurry over there. Uh-huh. Yeah, I see Margie's sticker. I see Blue Van Dan's sticker. I see Neil's sticker. I can make out some. There's Lola's and everybody's, yeah. Oh, I see Papa Texas. I know Badges is there somewhere. Alrighty, Roo. Let's see. Thanks, BB Mods and chats. Enjoy the day. Bye. Yep. It's going to be 50 and sunny here tomorrow. My van is getting itchy tires. Oh, yeah. Time Chaser. Yep. Yep, Mark. Yep, Time Chaser. There's Tanky Poo. Yours is up there somewhere, too. It might be right behind his head. Oh, no, I can't see. Oh, you can actually see some of Camo Dave's sticker and my Camo Army card that I got from Rockford. Sent me the damn Camo Army card. But yeah, there's a Mark Fun Jones up there. There's Bubba, old Bubba Warbucks. But yeah, you're up there, Mark. I know you are. Fun shit, fun shit. All right. Well, I'm glad it's going to be nice out there for you, Carrie. Carrie Joe. Get outside. Yeah, it's starting to warm up around here. Like I said, we had all that damn snow, and there's very little remnants here, little spots here and there where it was piled up or plowed up or, bunched up, but mostly it's gone. Can't even tell. It's been in the 50s. And next week it looks like it's going to be pretty nice out. We shall see. It's early. It's only Friday, so by Sunday it could probably change 5 times. So yeah, you never know. You never do know. All right, gang. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. And don't forget, leave some comments. I do appreciate them. And yeah, if you leave a nice, thoughtful one, Or if you're real nasty and call me names, you might wind up on the on the comments video. I do enjoy them. I really do enjoy reading the comments, and as you see, I do get some really good ones, some thought provoking ones, some that people actually took some time and put some thought into them, and so I enjoy it. I enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy me sharing them with you, because I definitely do enjoy answering this way. That way I don't have to type so much. I'd rather babble than type. All right, gang, you have a great day. The rest of your day, I hope everybody's day is filled with joy and sunshine and butterflies and rainbows and everything that makes you smile, because, you know, we're getting older and life's kind of short anyway. So whatever it be that blows your skirt up and puts that twinkle in your eye, whether it be sitting in the desert with your friends or traveling around through the mountains, or just staring over a lake, or listening to a babbling brook, or sitting on your front porch of your house just watching the world go by, soaking up the sun, or being a Walmart walker, or walking around your neighborhood, or whatever it is that makes you happy. I hope you get a chance to do it today. And I will see you guys probably next week. Hasta la bye-bye. Have a great day. This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.